morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Welcome back once again to the Untold Archives. Woo!
Woo!
That's at the end, but not at the
Oh.
beginning. Please get it right.
We're gonna
Get it
switch
right, people.
Get it right. Come on. Vape up.
Announcements for everybody. We have next week and the week after are going to be slightly different because we're going to be doing a murder mystery. Mac is moving, so we're going to have a few weeks off of him, so we're going to give him some time to move. So we are going to be doing a couple murder mysteries. That should be super fun. So you're going to see different characters, and it should be a really fun time. I'm very excited. And none of us are DMing, right? Like we're all players.
We're all players in that, yeah.
I don't know how that's going to work, but I believe in Sky, who set it up. So
I got us. Just have trust, and I will get us through this. Also, it's Daddy's birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Virtual lap dance.
Ooh, I accept your virtual lap dance. Thank you. Wow. I slide a virtual 20 into your virtual G-string.
Oh my god.
So, for you.
Just for you.
Just for you. Welcome back to episode 10 of Bronze Kingdom Carnarium, everybody. Previously, we started off at the Wizard's Tower with Malachar, with Torin learning a little bit about Malakar's past and why he is motivated to bring down the wards. You also, Torin, none of the rest of you, learned that Malakar's soul was sent into this hellish pocket dimension. And so he also seemed to be invulnerable without his soul. Unfortunately, none of you really realized this. So hopefully that comes up. When we went back to hell after that, we went back to our little prison pocket dimension. We saw that you were lowered to the ground. You were given weapons and armor and chained together. When you did that, the two other people in your thing were taken, and they did not survive the fight from before. They were stomped to death by Yegor. What's going on, Gael? What's going on?
Ghosty is frozen.
I know.
Ghosty
Ghosty is frozen
He's
and
dead staring
horrifying.
at the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, he's frozen. Honestly, I thought he was just the most attentive player that
I've been
ever.
trying to hold it together while Ghosty is dead-eyed locked with me.
Dead-eyed.
Can we chat in solidarity? Everybody
Whoa.
join me in making Ghosty face uninterrupted for the next 1 minute.
Ted doesn't get to see this screen often. We're going to go to the cover cam while Ghosty waits to reconnect.
Oh gosh.
Come on,
I don't know if I
Ghosty.
like this.
I mean, it was scary.
That's a pretty good impression there, Danny. That was pretty, yeah, that's pretty on par. That's
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's kind of horrifying.
Did you like, oh no, someone text him.
He's on
He
the
is
screen.
having those snowstorms, so.
That's true.
True.
Oh, yeah.
Hope his Wi-Fi
Listen.
didn't go out. Oh,
There he is.
there he
Oh.
is.
I've witnessed Oregon snowstorms before. It basically means that there was some snow.
And he's back to
He's
staring
still
at
Place
staring.
Yeah, no, so sorry, guys. It was I had a brief power flicker. I'm so sorry.
We don't
The
accept
face
that.
that it left on Ghosty.
Is this?
Yeah, I could see it on because my iPad has cellular, so that kept going, and so I could see as I froze. I was like, no.
No, don't worry. Just screenshots and clips. It's fine. That's all it is.
It's
just on the
fine. I'm
internet
clipping that
forever, man.
later.
It's
Yep.
okay. All right, chat. No
Alright.
more behind the scenes. It's know who we are now.
Oh, we were still live for that.
Yes!
it was
yes,
like-
we were
Yeah.
still alive.
They said we looked like the Brady Bunch. This was all the
Yeah.
distant cams.
All right, everybody, let's keep going. Let's try and focus. The bugbear and turtle creature were murdered by an elephant man who yelled Yegor is strongest and went back to his life. The goblins then chained you up and sent you on your way. As you were in the arena, some of you noticed that Alistair reactivated your magic, and so you were able to fight with magic, therefore defeating the Afridi, who was supposed to win this fight. He looked pretty confused the whole time you were fighting him, so you took down him and then two flaming horses with their riders. You were put back in your cage. There were no goblins at your cage anymore, which allowed you to keep your weapons. Your weapons were not taken from you, and you were once again transported back to the lounge where you had been caged the night before. It was sparsely populated. There were some people who were watching the fights from the glass wall, but not very many people. Dash did come over to talk to you again, saying that she was part of the plan. Ken got some very talented flirts in, some really talented flirts. Oleg got a stern talking to about the power of friendship, and we continued on. Let's think here. I think that is everything that you learned last time. We left off with more and more people were coming. The party was kind of starting again, kind of like it had the night before, when Alistair approaches the doorway and kind of leans in the doorframe, hands in his pockets, and looks directly at Anariel. And that is where we left off yesterday. So you are back in this room. If you are on Owlbear, we do have the scene kind of set. You will notice that this room is beginning to kind of fill with different people. You, just from spending the last 2 days here, you kind of realize who is working and who is here as a guest and who is here to have a good time. There are a couple imps moving around who seem to be kind of doing most of the footwork. And then you see a couple of hobgoblins who appear to be guards, such as the one that Dash stole the key from in our previous session and slipped through the bars to give to you. So the party is beginning to kind of swell, and you hear there's music coming from somewhere in the room, but it's becoming pretty crowded and pretty densely packed. So you aren't really able to see where the band is located. You can smell that somebody's smoking something in the air, but it's not an aroma that you're familiar with. It's a strange spiced tobacco almost. And as usual, you see people doing lines of the same black mysterious powder off of the bar top. And just overall, people are having just a wonderful time around you. And Alistair slowly begins approaching you. You can see that people kind of move out of his way. And with that same actor's face, depending on who looks at him, it's almost in a moment, a flash of a change of who he is to that person. But as he locks eyes on Anariel, he is single-minded in his focus as he strolls towards you, almost feline in like the smoothness of his strides towards you. And as he approaches the cage, he notices that you guys are all still chained together because you never had your chains undone, so you're still chained to your partners currently. And you see his eyes flick to the chains around you. All right. No goblins. He waves a hand, and your chains vanish. It seems someone tampered with your collars, allowing you to use magic during the fight. Highly irregular. Fear not. The goblins responsible for it have been seen to. Which reminds me, you there, and he looks at Rush.
Yeah.
I believe I saw you wearing these, and he has your bracers.
Ooh.
Thank you so much.
And as you take them, you notice they are splattered with a little bit of blood. Just a little blood splatter on there. And he kind of surveys you, kind of takes in how you guys are doing, how you guys are all looking, and then goes back to his original purpose and approaches Anariel. With you having been chained to Finn, he's still standing right next to you, your chains having recently disappeared. You see that Alistair looks at Finn. Be a good dog and go lay down somewhere else.
That is, don't say that to him. That's not. I don't care that you're out there. Don't talk like that.
Finn doesn't seem to flinch at his words, and almost gets a cocky smile as he tilts his head, standing next to Anariel's shoulder. You'll find I am a very good dog. If she tells me to stay, I'll stay. If she tells me to bite, well, we'll just see. And he looks to you and Ariel for what he should do.
Can I insight check Alistair?
You can.
If this is gonna be a bad conversation.
You said check Finn.
That is a. What is my insight? +1. That is a 16.
He doesn't seem to have any like malcontent towards you.
Okay. Yeah, she'll turn to Finn. It's okay. I'll deal with this. It seems Ken is having some issues over there. Maybe you can help with that.
He looks over and decides that that's probably a good idea. And he'll go over to talk to Ken. Someone has been asking about you. Is it going to be a problem?
He's not someone to take lightly. The question isn't if he'll be a problem. It's what kind of problem.
As you begin speaking, you hear your patron's voice in your head. Do not speak to him, pet. I can hear him.
Mm-hmm. And she shuts her mouth but just nods to Alistair.
Wait, is that him? And he tilts his head, cat-like. Tell him to fuck off. I'm talking to you right now.
Oh,
Everybody calm down. Ooh, how would she feel? Okay, she kind of has gives a smirk and tells her patron, "You gotta fuck off, man. I'm talking here."
You feel your patron, you feel rage pulse through you like you have not felt before. You are mine, Anariel. You will do as I say. He is a worthless puppet. And he never gets to finish because a very annoyed Alistair waves his hand and your mind goes silent, like it has never been for 700 years. And Alistair kind of leans back. Did he tell you we know each other?
He told me that you sold your soul to Rakdos.
Bit of a contentious past, I'm afraid. I think he holds a grudge.
He's known to do that.
Now, he looks at you again. When did you meet him? Suddenly beginning to question.
I met him 700 years ago. He was chained up, and I was stupid, and I let him out.
All my hard work undone.
Your hard work.
Who do you think helped imprison him? Don't concern yourself with my morality. I did it for my own purposes, not for the good of your kingdom. Now, the question I came for, will he be a problem?
Yes, I'm sure.
think of how to deal with it. I won't be able to hold him out of your mind for long. But I'll do what I can.
Thank you.
Now, he addresses everyone at this point, starting by telling you not to turn and look at him. Don't move, don't look, just listen. Here is the plan. And as someone, as he begins speaking, you notice that one of the hobgoblin guards comes over and kind of is raising an eyebrow at him speaking to you. And he catches the glance and puts a hand through the cage to play with Anariel's hair, which sends the hobgoblin in another direction.
Hey.
No, and he kind of he's not looking at you at all. He's just speaking as he's kind of staring in another direction. Dash told you what you need to retrieve. You will find that along with the gate scrolls in the vaults. You will retrieve them and meet me on the roof. The gate scrolls, they're finicky if you use them inside. The building is warded, so if possible, avoid using them inside. The servants' hall is behind the bar. Once everyone has vacated, that's where you will go. There's a door behind the bar. Go through there, and you will find a slowly ascending hallway. There are no stairs. This hall wraps the entire building. You will know the vaults because it is the only one with a stone door. Once you are in there, tread carefully. I've never been inside, so I can't warn you about what may befall you. Meet me on the roof once it's over, and we'll get out of here. And he kind of drops your hair and begins turning to walk away.
I'm just going to go out and say it because I know no one else will because we're all pro-demonic entity here, but we should talk about a plan for if he tries to fuck us.
I wish you would.
Holy shit. First Ken, now you. That's not what I mean.
What did I do?
I think
Who's Jen?
Who's Jen?
There's
Ken! Ken!
Oh,
Because Ken is trying
I
to...
did not hear Ken.
Weird Jen.
Yeah. I wasn't
Ken
calling
is
Jen
trying
out
to
like
fuck a
that.
demonic entity,
Yeah,
obviously.
You look,
Carnarium.
you look the type, okay?
Follow the story, Mag. Come on.
I'm not the only one.
Ken will look at Oleg and go, barring what she just said, I think the
We're all
backup
thinking it.
plan would be to try and kill him.
Right, but I mean, like, what if we enter the vault and the vault is really just like, I don't know, Rakdos, and sitting on his lap is Sir Gark feeding him cherries or something, and then they're all laughing at us, and then they come at us with swords.
Oleg, if that happens, I'll give you whatever you want. Honestly, if that's what happens, I'll give you all the money I have on me, which admittedly is nothing right now. But
Right. I'm not saying that specifically. I'm just saying, look, even when we make plans, it generally just goes to shit, right? So we made the plan, we were going to sneak into the tower. You know, step one of the plan went tits up. We didn't have a good backup plan on top of our fastly deteriorating plan. right? So this time I'm thinking maybe we make a better second plan for when Alistair inevitably fucks us.
Maybe change the verbiage. Anario is really sweating right now.
And Nori just splash some cold water or something.
We're in hell. There is no cold.
There's
Okay.
what's cold water?
Okay. Yes. Backup plan. Instead of going to the roof, we go down below and try and escape the way we came.
Ken, I'm saying this with love, but I feel like ever since you met that girl, your brain has gone to mushy paste.
Okay, no one else is
Does
giving any
anyone
sort of
else
plan.
want
You're asking for one. I'm trying to give you one, and you need to stop commenting about Dash. You just need to stop.
Right.
I fear as though there's not. We're kind of limited on resources and direction of allies. I'm almost scared that we don't have many other options. This has to work.
He has a point, Oleg.
I do still have the things.
Well, but you don't even know what that's gonna do.
Well, if we're in hell,
I mean, it might like literally disintegrate your face off.
shouldn't do it.
Whatever, Mel. I just mean that we have been pretty quick to let our guard down and I'm specifically looking at Finn and Frost as I'm saying this. We have been very quick to dismiss the fact that we are surrounded by the most vile of scum which many of us have vowed to destroy. And now, less than a day in, we are totally willing to trust, fuck or otherwise, all of the recipients in this place. Some of the recipients in this place.
Oleg, your views are very black and white here, because you're glossing over the fact that we are, without a better word for it, slaves right now. There's no skirting around that. Currently, we are being held against our will and being forced into fights for the entertainment of some sort of devil king. So
when it comes to life or death and you're in the hells, sometimes you have to trust the people you don't like, but it means walking out of here with your life.
Right, and I wouldn't exactly call it trust, and more of a lack of other options. Do you have
Fair.
another idea?
I'm not saying you're wrong, Oleg. But I'm not saying there's a right answer either.
Well, I'm just saying we know somewhere there is at least some supply of those fancy bracelets, right?
Sure.
So if we get up there to the big stone door room and everything's... I just feel like we should decide on a place to go. I don't think that's like a hot take. I don't think it's a particularly crazy idea.
Sure. So you want a backup rendezvous point?
Right.
Doable, absolutely. Anyone have any ideas for that?
I mean, we don't really know this place. These collars kind of force us to go wherever they want us to go. I don't know how to break them off. Wasn't Dash supposed to get us some bracelets?
No, she said that she wouldn't be able to.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
The other concern is, so long as we have these collars on, that remote control can pull us from anywhere.
Right. Which is what I'm a bit concerned about, because whoever made these is unlikely. How sure are we that Alistair is going to be able to keep them off?
Right.
Like a note or whatever.
The other part is, I mean, there was some oversight with us being able to keep the gear and weapons that we have currently, as well as with some sort of, I don't know, accident allowing the collars to let us use magic. So I think this is our best chance of leaving.
Oleg, I'm afraid we, at the moment, just don't have any other options. We have to prepare for the worst and hope for the best and make sure that we all stick together. And if something happens and we get separated, the only place I can think of is the market. I'm not sure how, if it stays busy or, but I'm afraid we are kind of restricted here.
How about this? You brought up the market. What if we get separated? After an hour's time, we all attempt to meet up at the market, whoever is still free.
Or alive.
More alive. Yes, sorry, my bad. I keep forgetting we need to go worst case
Well,
scenario.
just like free and alive are actually kind of not the same thing since we are slaves currently.
Yep. I will say, if we find Sergok, the plan is still to kill him.
Right, that is plan number one.
Because he
out
can't
plan
drag
number
us back here.
Right, because then we can get his bracelet.
That too, but also because he has a way of bringing us back to this place, which we do not want. So, are we all of us good?
Don't have another choice.
All right. So, first plan, help the cat-like guy that's been for some reason helping us. Second plan, meet at the market, or if everything goes tits up, as Oleg says.
Don't understand the reference, but we can talk about that
I
one.
mean, it's like a lot of people, like half the people when they die on their backs. So their titties are up in the sky. But then the other half die face down in the mud. So it like 50% of the time applies. Tits up.
Oh, I thought it was another bird reference.
You men don't. It doesn't. That's neither here nor there. So, do we just wait until it kind of empties out a little bit more before we? Should we rest now while we can?
Yeah, we weren't really given a time frame for.
Yeah, like the key. So we wait for it to get a bit quiet in here. What if we do the gather round because this is sort of for our ears only. It's just not dissimilar to the Chewbacca maneuver, but we could do the like help. He's sick. Ken could pretend to be deathly ill. They come to check on their prize slaves, and then
Or we could wait for the bar to clear out.
Yeah.
Well, right, but it's probably not going to be totally vacant, right? The bartender's going to be there. I mean, he's
Sure,
going
but
to
we could kill the bartender.
Right. You're saying kill him out there, not in here.
Or, better yet, hold on. What if we just put the bartender in here?
Dead?
If
No, I mean,
he
he's gonna
dies, he
die.
dies. I'm just saying, like, if we don't want to sit here and wait for him to die, like go through the whole kerfuffle of a fight with him, instead just like summon him over here, unlock the cage as a surprise, and then throw him in, and we leave. That'd be faster.
I'm confused a bit, but I like the general scheme of the plan. But what if there was also a version of the plan where we like disemboweled him first?
If necessary. That's what I'm getting at here is we from this point moving forward, we need to only do what is necessary to survive, not how do I
What? No, yeah. I get
That's a
you.
word.
So we just wait for our opportunity then.
Okay.
Those who need to rest should rest and tend to wounds and
Did we? Oh, did we rest already?
Short rest.
Oh, short rest.
I think Gael will go and kind of post up by the bars, like she people watches, just to give her something to do and wait to see when it starts to thin out a little bit.
Sounds good. Rush, what are you up to?
I probably am. I put my braziers back on. And I'm probably just trying to focus on attuning to them, even though I've never been able to.
Maybe this is the time.
I know, right?
Maybe mom and dad looking down upon you.
Speaking of people looking down on us, I'm going to come and clap a hand on Frost's shoulder. Do not forget yourself here.
I'm less worried about me forgetting myself and you getting too tied up in that head of yours. Things may be black and white to you, but in a place like this, you need to be able to bend. I'm aware of the oath.
Our brothers before us, our brothers who watch us even now, in this place, the oath that they took and died for.
If you're looking to go to Valhalla as a pink mist because you want to fight every person in here.
Because it is our duty to fight every person in here.
It's our duty to protect the wards. We are meant to protect the people within the cities. If you die here, you've done nothing. Get back to the wards alive. For your brothers, for their memories. Do better for them. Don't get lost here.
That's valid. That's just valid. Can't really argue that.
Did Finn come over to talk to Ken?
He was, standing by you.
Perfect. When he walks up to Ken, Ken's been kind of looking down, thinking really, really hard, and he'll see Finn. Be, oh, hey, I have a question for you.
Okay.
I know we haven't really talked much since this whole fiasco happened, but I noticed that you are very confident.
He cracks a grin.
I quit.
I tried using your bird line. I used that.
Oh no.
Yes. And I don't know. I can't say it didn't work because she continued to talk to me.
That's a good sign.
Is it?
I mean, it sounds like a good sign. She could have walked away.
That's a good point. So I guess I have a follow-up question, regarding this. How?
I'm gonna need you to elaborate on that question.
Okay. Is it because you're a ward knight? Is that because the three of you all have this whole air of confidence about you, and I have that in the kingdom. I'm very confident in the kingdom. But out here, I've been second guessing everything that I'm doing. I have been repeatedly concerned about my own conduct. Gael has commented on the fact that I'm not acting like myself. I think I have battlefield anxiety, which up until this point didn't really think actually existed. I just thought, those guys just aren't good at what they do. So.
And Finn, since there's only 8 Queen's Knights, you guys are pretty well known, especially you being the head of the Queen's Guard. He knows who you are, and has a general. Well, we'll roll for it. Yeah, he knows your history, your general training. I need you to think about how you spent the beginning of your life. You have lived by drill and by routine and You are confident in routine and you are confident in structure. And you should be, because you have created something that protects the most important person in the realm, and you do it well. You, in the last 3 days, have been ripped from that. And if you weren't second guessing yourself, you'd be in the wrong.
Okay, good. How does that help me talk to women? Because
I think that you just need to consider being yourself. And I think you need to consider that she might like you anyways.
like me anyways. Okay. All right. I think I can consider that.
You don't need to call her a bird.
Good, 'cause I couldn't think of a bird. I just said she reminded me of a bird.
I live in the woods, Ken. I see a lot of chickadees.
So that's why
Don't force it.
I should tell her she looks like a queen, because I see a lot of queen.
Sure. She'd probably like that.
Perfect. Finn, you were a good friend. I know we just met and it's only been 3 days, but this was good.
You can come to me if you need a backup.
Oh, 3 days.
I really appreciate
3
that.
days.
It's only been 3 days.
And Oleg might try and kill me in a minute, so if you wouldn't mind just having my back on that, then we'll be square.
Yeah, he'll probably kill both of us though, but yeah, sure. I got you.
Okay. 2 on 1 should even the odds.
Sure, you think we can get Frost involved? He might even the odds a little bit in our favor.
We'll see how he falls. He might try and kill us too, so.
Gotcha. I'll take Frost. I call Frost.
Okay.
And with that, Finn goes and walks to where Frost and Oleg are having their conversation. Seeing you guys
just outside of it.
You guys having just finished up your conversation, Oleg and Frost, Finn steps up and he looks at both of you. I need to do something, and you guys are not going to like it.
What sort of harebrained idea has gotten in your head this time?
Yo, I mean, if you're gonna shit in the corner, like away from the boss.
If you're doing that, I'm gonna share it in the mess hall though. No, you'll never hear the end of it.
I mean, I would expect no less, and I'd expect that it would be a good story, Frost. But no, that's not what it is. An Ariel needs to feed.
Why did Rush
Look under a fucking donut or something. Listen, I feel like I'll get the both of you sort of. You spend a lot of time out in roaming around the north, sort of bumping elbows with all sorts of folks, getting sort of like progressive ideas about things. Have you fucking forgotten where we are?
Have you forgotten where we are?
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure. Well, actually, I'm not sure any of us know, but.
Have you seen what she can do? Do you want to try and get out of here without her?
Yeah,
against all of that, he like waves his hand at the fiends and abominations in the crowds.
Bro, let her but anyone else.
Anyone else in this cage?
Yeah, let her eat Rush. Listen, what I'm saying is some of us took orders.
Yeah, I read the book too. Those who allow the abomination to live share in the crime of its existence. I read it.
I mean, right, so that's some powerful shit, right?
Yeah, but what if that term might be a bit broad? What if they didn't expand on it?
Yeah, but I mean, maybe killing her on sight is a bit hasty, right? But letting her feed on it, you don't even know what it's going to do. Maybe she'll give you some sort of communicable disease, right?
Yeah,
Maybe she'll turn you into what?
you weren't asking those questions when you were at the brothel 3 months ago.
Well, that's different. That is a different sort of abomination altogether. That is not the con we swore oaths against.
I'm
Hold
just saying,
on.
if you're worried about communicable diseases.
Oh,
Listen,
hold on.
it's a bad time to bring it up. You're sort of derailing my point. My point is there's a big jump between not murdering her or somebody's Alistair on site and letting them dine on us. Like,
What do you think's going to happen if she doesn't feed? It'll probably kill Rush if she bites him. He's tiny.
yeah, but I mean, oh, what about the prison guard? What if we do the sick thing and she can eat the prison guard?
If, like, he gestures at all of the people around.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna probably have a fight on our hands. I'm just saying we didn't really exhaust all the options here, did we? We just like immediately went to, yeah, that abomination. Rocco will be rolling over in his grave right now.
He
Finn, will it break your oath to let her feed on you?
Not explicitly. I mean, the oath is.
The oath is about defending the wards and defending the kingdom. And as far as I'm concerned, this is upholding that oath. This is
Right.
getting us home.
So, Oleg, if it doesn't break the oath, what's your problem?
Look, I just meant it didn't break the specific oath, right? We have a whole manual of other things that sort of, you know.
And does it say explicitly in there that he can't let a comrade feed upon him in a time of need?
I mean, no one has ever written that in a book ever, right?
So,
that is way
then he's
too
not
specific
breaking
to
any
the situation.
I have plenty of manuals in my time, and I've been very explicit in their wording and conditions and updating them as needed.
If Anar needs to feed, I mean, I'm offering myself.
Rush, that will kill you.
See, you just eat a little snack on Rush. Rush is offering. You don't have to deface the memory of all those that came before us.
I'm not defacing their fucking memory, Oleg.
I'm gonna go back to Braziers.
Oleg, could you tell me more about this brothel? Ken always tells me stories when he goes out in town, but I've never heard of a brothel story. Would you fill me in?
It just doesn't feel like the time or place. It does end happy. It's sort of a good story, like a heartwarming sort of tale with a happy ending.
She kind of like guides him away as he's like saying this stuff. Oh, it sounds amazing. I would. There's nothing else really to do right now. Distraction would be nice. It's
Frost, where do you stand?
Noriel, how long can you hold out?
I have one more day before one of you is a meat stick.
Yeah, rather not do that. Rather not do that. Not keen on the idea, but quite frankly, if it lets us live, then it lets us live. Are you up to it though, Ben? There are others here.
Can't say I've ever been bitten before, but I assume she won't kill me. And at this point, everyone make a perception for me.
17. Rush.
3.
23.
Dirty 20.
15.
All right, so everyone 15 and up. You notice that Husqvarna, who is in the cage with you,
Oh yeah.
he's been sleeping this whole time. He was severely burned in the morning and then had your fight in the afternoon, and
Just put him
he's
out
still
of his
asleep.
misery.
Poor tripod.
You can hear his breathing has turned really like wheezy, really rattly. For those of you who rolled over a 15.
Rangers are really.
Little meat snack on the ground right
Yeah,
there.
I'm looking at your braziers with you. I'm like, oh, those look good.
All right.
Yeah, they fit.
And attuned to them.
Yeah. Oh.
Mai Tai, I think she'll come back from trying to convince Oleg to tell the brothel story. As much as I hate to point this out, and normally I wouldn't given the situation, but our companion does not look like he's doing very well and would definitely not aid us in our escape, but I don't think he has very much time left. And she'll kind of look at Honorio like as sad, knowing it doesn't hurt, right?
It hurts. Yes. You were bitten. It hurt you.
Not necessarily the right thing to say, but great
Yeah,
Yo,
company.
you're
we like
also-
it just blood.
If we give him one of these, would that mess with the?
Hold on. Now we've gone from a consensual feeding to a non-consensual feeding very quickly to a person that's innocent in all of this,
He's
outside
gonna
of just
die
being
anyway.
forced. Yes, but he's going to die. He's not going to die from us killing him. He's going to die from being in this place and having fought and lost 2 limbs, mind you. And I can't see it in myself to be like, oh, hey, this innocent person that has nothing to do with our
turn around.
escape.
Wait, are you trying to eat my friend?
Gael's gonna go over to our dwarven friend and kind of sit beside him and. How are you feeling?
You hear a deep.
Wow.
If I'm being honest, I'm having a little trouble staying awake.
My friend, there is no beauty in this place, but there is beauty in death. And I fear as though we might all be closer than we want to be in this moment. And I know if it were me, I would want my death to mean something. Knowing that with my final breath, I was able to help someone or do something for somebody else. And I feel like you are a compassionate and kind person.
What are you asking me?
I am asking, hold on. I'm asking that you help us. I'm asking that you help us. Let me think. My friend is unique, and she requires certain sustenance. And I was hoping perhaps maybe you would consent to helping us one last time.
Gael, don't sugarcoat it for him.
You're
Yeah,
not.
she's asking if you're cool with getting exsanguinated by that monstrous beast over there.
None of
She
you
looks like kind of a little.
Okay, don't overplay it either,
Our
Oleg.
own
Look, our friend
linguist
is a
here in the
vampire and
corner.
needs to feed.
She'll pull out the little vial that she got I'm not sure what this does, but it appears that people are doing it for recreation. Perhaps it would ease the pain.
Want to bump before you go, buddy?
No, this is so messed up.
Gael.
The most fucked up thing I think I've ever done in D&D.
I was just thinking that. I'm like,
I mean, I'm right
and
here.
Owen was getting shit for
Gael, make a persuasion with advantage because your speech was good.
Thank you.
Hey,
with advantage.
if he dies,
Right? If I was
can
dying
my
to work,
if he dies, can my find familiar be the ethereal form of Senior Thickbottom?
you know that it can, obviously.
Fuck yeah!
You know it.
But with only 2 limbs, has to be only
Only
2
2
limbs.
Can it be 2 legs?
No.
A 14 with advantage.
Fuck. Can I give her the help action?
Thank God.
How would you be helping?
Yeah,
Already
I'm going to kneel down in front of him because you're on the side of him, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm gonna kneel down in front of him and look at him and just go, "You recognize you're dying right now, correct?"
He looks away and gives another heavy wheezing breath.
Now, we can let you die as you are, slowly and painfully. Or you can take what she's offering and be of some help to us so that we can escape this place. I will not force your hand, and I will not let anyone here force your hand either. But there's still some good that you can do.
Can roll your own persuasion check.
Fuck.
With the help, it was 18. Without the help, it was 14.
I have one small thing to add after Kin's done.
Oh.
I'll let you roll first.
I got a 10.
What are you
I
adding,
have
Frost?
blood.
We can offer you no other comfort than a cold floor. You do this, I can give you the last rites of a ward knight. You'd be helping us greatly. Otherwise, you're welcome to stay here on this floor, cold and alone, while we get out of here.
Are you threatening me, boy?
I don't think
No,
you're
no.
much of a position to put up a fight, sir. I'm telling you, we can make this very peaceful. It'll be over with in a blink. Or you can
Feel like
stay
one
here
more-
for the next 5 to 6 hours, waiting until you choke on your own spit on this cold, hard floor. Alone. I think I'd rather go quickly, personally.
Senior Thickbottom likes the cut of your jib and will allow you to try your own persuasion check.
Does.
Thickbottom likes your jib.
Give me something good. I got a 10.
Oh my god, just fucking eat this guy.
Good. Good.
We tried being nice, we
Hold
tried
it
being
down.
neutral, we tried being hard. Just fucking eat him.
I don't like this at all.
Guys,
Never mind.
I also
I'm
have
gonna
blood.
move Oleg in a corner.
Husqvarna Thickbottom. You fought on our side valiantly. You fought on our side valiantly.
Oh.
In spite of your circumstances, in spite of everything against you, you aided us. You aided the Ward Knights on our quest. For that, you have my thanks. And for that, you also have my protection. And if you do not want that thing to eat you, then it is my duty to stand between you and her.
Anariel, do you need an arm or the neck?
Anything?
Okay, come on.
Come on, what?
Finn was also offering. I also offered.
Rush, I'm not gonna eat you.
Let's just get this over with. Come on.
What does the dwarf say? Before these shenanigans happened, he was right there.
He was not right there.
He,
He was right there.
He's so
It
close.
was right there.
you
So
see
close.
that he has a
Thickbottom was so
determined set
close.
of his brow, and slips out of consciousness again.
That's not a no.
How about next time? Let's let the less aggressive one handle these gentle situations, because gentlemen, while you are good at so many other things, gentleness and persuasion are not amongst them.
Mario, she's going to be talking about this for a little bit. Do you just want to go to this corner?
You were going to trick a dying man.
There was no tricking. It was very upfront and let him know.
You know, we don't.
There was a lot of sugarcoating.
Yeah, let's just. Yeah.
Sugarcoating is not lying, Oleg. A little bit
I'm
of
not gonna-
kindness goes very far. Perhaps that'd be something you would want to try every once in a while.
Right before you bite Ken, he's just going to ask, this isn't going to turn me into a vampire. Ah!
She's very hesitant to bite you and stares at your arm for a while.
Just do it.
Promise you won't say I'm a monster?
Once again, I've never thought you were a monster.
And then she bites
said...
you.
Okay. Oh! Wow. That is...
And that will be... How much damage? Let me look.
50 points.
I'm
You're
dead.
6 piercing.
You
I
also
could've
take a point of exhaustion from blood loss.
Yes.
I'm gonna retract my statement.
Oh gosh. I almost had him.
Um,
I almost had him.
is Husky like done?
You see his breaths are coming less and less often. It's there's such a gap between them that there's many times that you think that he's taken his final breath.
Okay. I'm gonna try to speak with him one last time. Feel like I would not want your bravery and your sacrifice in this to be forgotten. You feel like they were sort of diminishing your contributions. And my friend Frost, he did mention the last rites. You could die on your feet. And better that, you could die on your feet at night. Do you want that?
Another deep, wheezing breath. I've made some bad mistakes in my life. And he opens his eyes and he locks them with yours, Oleg. I've been in a bad bargain or two myself.
In this, you could be redeemed.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, boy. I did it for my friends and I have no regrets because it helped to save them. I have been the abomination that you have spoken of. But I did it for the right reasons. So, I don't need your knighthood, son. I'm going out with a clean conscience. And you hear one last heavy, wheezing breath as he passes on.
Gaia will close his eyes if they're still open and then give him a kiss on the forehead.
All right. As the party presses on, anything that any of you guys are doing?
dress my arm with like a torn piece of my shirt, I guess. After Anariel's done.
I might have extra bandages actually after I did Finn.
Oh, okay,
That'd be
perfect.
better.
Yeah. If you have extra, yeah, that would be great. Yeah, thanks, man. And wrap up my arm real quick, and then I'll avoid Oleg, and I will sit next to Gael.
She tries to help wrap your arm.
Did it horribly wrong. Thank you.
I don't want to waste a spell slot. Can I roll medicine?
To see how good you wrap the bandage. Yeah.
I don't want to. What is that math? 24.
I mean, he's no longer actively bleeding. You staunched it. It's that bandage is going nowhere.
So I guess we're just waiting.
Yes.
Do you still have the key?
What key? Oh, yes, that key. Yes, yes.
I
Sorry.
swear, every time you mention
It wasn't.
something around her, you.
It wasn't the high point of the conversation, if I'm being honest. It should have been. I'm recognizing that now.
Yeah. We're the cage, and okay, that's fine. We obviously don't have the chains on anymore, so I'm going to assume it's to the cage.
Yeah, that's a good deduction. Yes.
She will look at Ken for a second and do you think he's okay?
I think that wherever he is, whatever he's doing, at the very least, he's alive doing it.
He's not completely lost, Ken.
You know, there was a moment there back in the arena that it felt like I was fighting with him.
I heard. He's always with us in some way, shape, or form. With you, of course. The bond that you guys have as brothers.
Can I insect check that distinction she just made?
Okay. I'm gonna roll deception.
17.
Hold on, let me roll deception. The 12?
You notice something is off.
Gael.
Hmm?
I mean, I know that you were particularly close with Torin.
He carried my luggage on occasion, Ken, obviously.
I'm talking about all of the times we spent together as a group. But there's nothing more than that, is there?
What? What do you mean?
Look, you and I have a profound friendship.
Right.
I don't think I could ever trust somebody as much as I trust you. And I don't think I know anybody as well as I know you.
Right.
But I've always had this feeling like you and... Well, now I know Torin was hiding something, but... like There
are
was
you
always something
insinuating
at the.
romantic feelings, Ken, for
No,
Tor?
no, God, I hope not. No, right? That's my little brother. I that's my best friend and my little brother. No, please.
Right.
Right. I wasn't trying to say that. I'm just trying. There's always felt like we've hit a wall with you when it comes to, I guess, everything.
Well, I mean, we have different duties in the castle, and we have
Gael,
different interests. What?
look, I'm not going to suddenly become overly concerned about people's secrets. Everyone's allowed to have them. Okay. But I would hope that with everything that has happened in the last 3 days, as Finn has reminded me, you would understand my feelings on the situation of holding things back.
I think. I think there are certain situations that have a time and place and could be tended to in the proper way and allow for secrets. Not all secrets are secrets, Ken. They're not in the way that you.
Gael, are you floundering right now?
Absolutely not. No, I am exhausted, and you've just been bitten by a vampire, and we're sitting next to a dear old.
Oh, important distinction. I've been bitten by our friend, the vampire.
Absolutely, I have too. Now we can have matching scars. Huzzah! I have
Perfect.
nothing to put on it, so I am scarred for life, Ken. So glad we can share that, you and I.
Okay, very well. Well, how about this? When we are in the clear, we have a moment for just us without being overheard by at least 3 out of the 6 of our friends here. Perhaps we have a conversation.
Perhaps.
Well, and Gael,
Yes.
when it comes to Torin, I will handle that situation when the time comes, in the manner befitting the crime.
Just give him a chance, Ken. Don't count him out completely just yet. There's still time.
Gael, if you had a brother, would you be able to handle the situation in any other way?
Yes, Ken. I can almost guarantee that I would have handled it differently.
I hope that I can channel some of the tact that you have when that time comes. Also, you totally floundered just a moment ago. That was,
Okay.
you floundered.
Don't make me call the tiefling over here and you start calling her little bird names again.
You wouldn't dare, and I'm not going to. I'm going to call her a queen, thank you.
Oh, Ken. Oh, my dear. Perhaps this is a conversation you and I should have, and then I think Gaia will try to pull him into some. In her, she's never done this either, but give him a woman's perspective maybe instead of calling a woman different things. Why don't you just compliment her and tell her how you feel and what you think and how beautiful her eyes are? Don't mention her tail or anything like that.
But
things
I like
like
her
this.
tail.
Right. That is a different conversation for a later time in different situations, Ken.
Mm,
Yes.
right.
Yes. Yes.
as you guys are having this conversation, is anyone else doing anything particular?
I've been listening to them. I'm just watching them.
Little fucking
Anariel has
weirdo.
found a corner and is attempting to trance.
Anariel, as you trance, you notice your mind drifting off towards sleep. And you begin to dream, and you don't dream very often. So this is a strange occurrence for you. And in your dream, you're in a small cottage. It's warm and it's safe. And when you look to the pillow next to yours, it's a face that you recognize, but you had forgotten the details of after 700 years. It's older now, but you recognize the hazel eyes. You would recognize them anywhere. The tousled hair of Kalen, the boy that you loved, the boy who loved you. You recognize, as you look around the room, a future that you never had. You hear a knock at the door, and Kalen turns his eyes to you, running his fingers along your cheek. Stay, Anariel. Stay with me. And you hear the knock again. It's lazy and it's taunting, and you know who it is. But again, you hear Kalen's voice. Don't go, Anariel. Please stay. And you can see he's begging you. Stay with him. Stay in this cottage. You hear behind you the floor creaking as footsteps walk across the space. You see a tall figure in dark clothing, closely cut against his lithe frame. A handsome face painted with a cruel smile. How devastating, my little Never Queen. He wants something that you've already given to me. And the cottage disappears. And it's you and your patron face to face. And he's still radiating that rage of the last time he was in your mind before Alistair cut him off. This was meant to be a gift, pet. I would have given you the entire night with him. But you disobeyed me. Your little conversation with Alistair forced my hand. You can thank him for your punishment. Perhaps in 700 years, I'll give you another chance. And he slams shut the door of your guys' communication, and you are once again alone.
She would wake up with quite a startle, grabbing her dagger.
I assume that Rush and Finn are probably by you, just based on past events.
Yeah, but I was just listening to another conversation.
So whoever's closest, she pulls the dagger out. Pretty much on them.
You alright? A little close to my neck. Just put this down.
I think I seriously fucked us over.
Ow.
I don't know how yet. I don't understand yet. And she just stares. Almost behind you, but she's not looking at anything in particular.
You will notice that, we'll insight check. Finn, seeing that you are something is up, he scoots and throws a large green arm over your shoulders, just to give you a little bit of support.
She tenses up.
Ooh. He doesn't understand it, but like withdraws. He's like, "Oh, you don't like me. I misread this situation." Oh. Instantly
Taking notes.
across his
Arm
hand.
over shoulders, no.
Oh no, she does not like me.
I think Alistar's in danger. I think we're in danger.
Why is that?
I don't dream often. I don't sleep often. And he was there.
Who is he?
A piece of the past, but he didn't want me to go, and then my patron showed up and he's so angry. He said that I am being punished and that maybe in another 700 years I know it has to do with Alistar. I don't know how, I don't know why or when.
Do you think we need to warn him, or do you think we just worry about ourselves?
If we see him again before.
Okay. Are you okay?
I don't think so.
You can see that his hand tenses, like he wants to comfort you, but also is like unsure now. So he choosing to just be a presence near you, a comforting presence near you.
She will kind of curl up and lean on his shoulder a little bit to support herself.
All right. He tips his head and leans it atop of yours.
I hope we make it out of this.
You and me both. I don't know what's happening in chat, you guys, but let's take a break.
Wing break is happening.
It's Jen, she's a monster.
So much worse.
Only my time.
All right. As this party is raging, Anariel has had her dream. Ken and Gael have had their conversation. Rush has been hanging with his braziers. Oleg is probably pouting, I assume. The party is kind of going on around you. The hours are kind of drawing on throughout the night. The band changes up a little bit. You can see that one of them stops and another picks it up. Every now and then you catch glimpses of Dash, who is doing her act throughout the party in various stages. And Alistair has kind of seemed to disappear from the party. You don't really see much of him. Last call for anything you want to do before the night moves on around you.
Nah.
I'm good.
All right. As the party continues, you see that some of the patrons are looking around and starting to get almost bored looking. Like we've seen a contortionist. Like, yeah, we've heard music. What else could we get going? And you see what appears to be just an elf, just a regular elf, looks at you guys in the cage and then goes over and speaks to the hobgoblin guard with the deep red skin who is standing near the doorway, the same one who Dash stole his key earlier in the night. And as he looks at you guys after whatever the elf had said, he kind of gives a shrug and a nod. And the elf, pleased with himself, goes back to the bar, and you see that the hobgoblin is headed towards you guys. Seeing as you somehow were able to keep your weapons, perhaps you could give us a bit of a show. Oh, you lads there. And he pulls from his pocket one of those same remotes. Give us a show. And your callers, Ken and Oleg and Frost, your callers are pulling you out through the bars, where the elf has spoken to people, and there is a opening in the room that people are giving you space.
I'd like to try and whisper to Oleg as we're being pulled out. Fuck the plan?
Fuck the plan.
Perfect. As we're getting pulled past this hobgoblin, can I Misty step behind him and attack him?
Yeah, you.
Fuck the plan. Fuck the plan.
All right, here we go.
I cast Emboldened Bond on those three.
Wait, should we be in initiative order if we're all doing stuff?
If we're doing stuff, then initiative order.
I do it before we do stuff.
You
Emboldened
have
Bond.
the key. You are
The gate. The cage is unlocked.
No, you passed through it.
We passed through it like
passed through
Yeah,
it.
we're not out of it yet.
Gotcha.
Can Gael
Okay.
grab the key before he went out?
They're already out at this point.
That's okay. I got 350 range. I don't need to be nowhere.
Dirty 20 for initiative.
I'm curious if your things will get out of the wall.
If not, it'll be ping pong in here. Just
7.
All right. Anyone over 20?
At 20.
All right. 15 to 20.
17.
19.
Damn.
Uh, 10 to 15.
I got a zesty 6.
I got a 7.
I got a nat 1.
Let's go.
Good job, Goyle.
Einar clear.
Oh no.
Gail get wet.
All right. So, Frost, hearing the words "fuck the plan," you are up first.
Oh, fuck. I have a crossbow and an immovable rod. I am This is not good, y'all. It's not good.
Wait, can you set the scene? How many people are in this room?
This room is still full. There's a full party happening. The crowd is made up of a mixed collection of some orcs, some drow, some elves, some devils, some imps.
Oh, this is a bad time to fuck the plan.
They were gonna make us fight each other. Nuh-uh.
Hey, maybe they're all really hungover.
They're into it. Maybe
they're into it. Maybe if we kill this hobgoblin in a really gory fashion, they'll okay it.
Am I before you Misty Step behind him or no?
That's what I was wondering. Do I get a surprise round or?
Misty Step can. I'll give you a surprise round.
Okay, perfect. Then I will roll to hit him then. That's an 11.
Oh,
11 does not hit.
fuck.
All right. He's wearing armor.
Yeah,
Good.
he is wearing armor. Yep.
All right, second attack.
Well,
That's a 24.
that's better.
Yeah, that one
That's
hits.
better.
Perfect. That is going to be 10 points of damage. And I will do, that's it. I'm just going to try and slice him through with my sword.
As you disappear from where this hobgoblin is leading you to this circle, appear behind him, he flinches as you first draw your sword just because you disappear, causing you to miss your first strike. Your second one digs deep. He is bleeding profusely, and the crowd erupts around you, cheering at the surprise that took place. Everyone can give me perception.
14.
Ooh, 17.
19.
24.
Ooh.
Rush, Anariel, and Oleg, you guys notice around the room as you are seeing what Ken's doing. This is not the only guard in the room, and the others have begun moving in. And
Shit.
as one of them reaches in his pocket,
Boom!
14 points of lightning damage to you, Ken, as your collar activates and sends a jolt of electricity through you.
Oh.
Any bonus action for you?
Musty Step was a bonus action.
Yep. All right. This will bring it back up to Frost.
Yeah, well, since I didn't see that, for the other guards, I guess I'm gonna shoot this hobgoblin that Ken's looking at. If we hit, let's just see if we hit first. 26 to hit.
Yeah.
Great, fantastic. That's going to do 7 damage, but also as a bonus action with that, I'm going to get him with ensnaring strike.
It doesn't even matter. This hobgoblin is not meant for active duty. He is a guard of a private lounge, and you sending that crossbow bolt straight into his chest, he collapses and falls to the ground. And as you do that, 16 points of lightning damage.
She's rolling a pile of
as
dice.
your collar activates as well.
Like 2 hands worth.
Do I
just-
see who maybe activated that? Any of the other guards, or
You can make another
he's not.
perception check to see if you notice them moving in on you.
These
maybe
are just
secondary?
commoners?
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Not commoners, just like base level guards.
Ken, they're not commoners. They're dissidents of hell.
It wasn't
It
Ken that
wouldn't
said
matter.
that. Dissidents
Um,
of hell.
Would that hobgoblin have had any weapons on him?
Yeah, he had a dagger and a short sword on him.
I will take those as well. With whatever movement I have, I'll just stow those.
Yeah,
me
you'd
get that-
easily be able to reach him with where you're at.
As a
And
dirty 20 perception as well.
okay, so you now see the other guards moving in from the corners of the room. The crowd again is loving this. The hobgoblin falls in a bleeding pile on the floor, and the crowd erupts in cheers. And you guys are all kind of jostled forward into the circle as they are like hyping up to continue to get this fight going. I
have a second
them.
attack.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So if I see him, what I'm gonna do with Frost is after he kills him and he falls to the floor, he's gonna run, grab his short sword and dagger and throw those into his own belt. He's going to turn and see one of the guards emerging through the crowd. And he's just going to point that crossbow at him and take his next shot.
So that would be it would be under cover because the crowd is still in front of him.
Ah, it's just a random dude.
How much cover?
I mean, pretty full. This is a shoulder-to-shoulder crowd right now.
Take it anyways.
Actually, I think, well, because of my ranger class, I don't think it's actually fine for me.
Oh yeah, it's a sharpshooter. I think it ignores
Sharpshooter. It ignores cover.
some
Nice.
sort of cover.
It ignores half and 3/4 cover. So is he full cover or 3/4 with crowd?
I'll give you 3/4 because you can see him.
Okay.
He's not like tucked.
I hope. Part of me wants to roll in that one. Part of me wants to roll in that 20 and just like have that crowd be split by there. It would be great. The dice say I get a 14 though.
Okay, 14 does still hit.
Okay.
Ooh.
It'll be 4 damage.
Okay.
And I will not use ensnaring strike.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
Sounds good. At the end of your turn, everyone will notice your collar again flicks everybody's collar flicks a different a color that you have seen before, not as often as the one with the magic or the shocks. And let's see. 13 points of lightning damage from your collar.
Is that in addition to the 14 I took initially?
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
The crowd's still pulsing, still excited. And you hear the guards are calling to each other now as they are trying to come up with a plan for these prisoners who are now out of their cage and have access to their magic. And they look around and look to the cage. And they say, "Kill him if you need to." And it is Anariel's turn.
It is on.
I'm muted. Ignore me. Okay. How many are there that are still alive?
Make a perception check.
Okay. That is a nat 20.
All right, you notice that there are 5 guards moving from various positions in the room.
Can I tell which one said to just kill him?
Yeah, the one that was just shot at the distance by Frost.
Then Anariel is going to Eldritch Blast that hoe.
All right.
With my 2, so I'll roll them both. I'm assuming a 25 hits and a 14.
14, yes, both of those will hit.
Okay, let me do my d10s. That'll be 20 force damage between them both.
He is blown back into the crowd, and his body just sinks into the writhing mass of crowd. A couple of the bystanders are like a little concerned that got like a little close to them. They're starting to wonder, should we be worried? But overall, the crowd is still just relishing in the gore and in the violence. And 15 points of lightning damage from your collar, and Ariel.
Wait, so your magic got through the like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Oh.
Oh.
Do I have any bonus actions? No. So then, yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Sounds good. Let's. Oh. Okay, it's already done. I forgot to add the cover to your LDBs. But
It's done. I'm sorry.
it's done. It's already done. It's already there.
Sucks. It's done.
Sucks to suck. I don't know.
No take back.
Don't say sucks to the DM. You fool.
I said it in general. I didn't direct it to anybody.
Been fun, guys.
Yeah.
It was just
Ready
a
to
state.
re-roll some new characters?
I got my backup. She's a problem child.
Torn's still around. I
So-
don't know why I need a backup.
We'll just send Thorin into hell with the rest of
Here
you.
they come.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
All
I
right.
get a remote control.
One of the guards is going to use his action to take out his remote control, and your collars again start moving. They start dragging you back to the center of the cage. That is his action. After that is Rush.
How far from us was the guy that got shot by the Eldritch Blast in the crowd?
He's down.
Dead.
I know, but how far was he from us?
He was probably about 20 feet from you.
Oh, okay. Can I Misty Step to him and dig for the remote?
Sure.
Hey,
Ooh.
And what buttons do I see? They're just random buttons on there?
You strangely see it looks almost like a piece of like slate, like rock, slate stone, and there are not buttons on it. Yeah. As you actually, as you have a second to like dig through his pockets, your collar instantly is pulling you back to the center of the cage, as though you got to this location and you have to frantically dig as your collar is pulling you towards the cage.
I'm just gonna hold him and just drag him slowly with me.
I can imagine the men like scraping it.
Can I just like attempt? I don't want to press a button and I just shock myself, or press something and then shock myself. I'll just take the remote and put it in my pocket, and then who's the closest guard to me? I guess.
There is one that turns out I don't have a map for this.
Good.
Turns out, there would be one kind of to your like 3 o'clock who is probably closest to you. I would say he's still probably 15 feet away.
I don't want to actually do that. Okay, I'll probably just try to like hide in the crowd while getting dragged.
You're not possible. Your collar keeps you from it. It is fixed in its location as it's pulling you.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll probably just go to that one dude and smack him a few times with my staff.
You can't get there. Your collar is taking you home.
Oh, okay. I'm doing nothing.
If you have a melee, you could, or if you have a ranged weapon.
No, I do not.
All right. Everyone can perception if you want.
I don't want.
We want.
Oh,
Dirty
17.
25.
11.
19.
All right, all of you but Frost and Oleg, who didn't roll. All the rest of you notice a flash of purple as Dash runs from the room.
Oh. Calm down, Ken. Jason.
I didn't go after her.
Your eyes did.
Maybe.
Hate to see you leave. Love to see you go.
That tail.
All right. One of the guards is going to lower a crossbow and He is aiming at Ken, who started this all. And it is a 21 to hit.
Shield.
Okay. The crossbow bolt seems like it's going to strike true when suddenly out of nowhere, this arcane energy just deflects this bolt and it flies off. And next up, Ken, it is your turn.
Perfect. How far away is he from me?
Probably about 10 feet from you.
And I can't move towards him.
No.
Then I'm going to throw my sword at him.
Get it.
Oh, no. Actually, fuck that. I'm just going to Misty Step behind him.
How many Misty Steps do you have?
I have one left.
Okay.
And I'll attack him just normal.
All right.
That'll be... Oh, frickety frag. That's an 11 to hit.
Nope.
All right. Second attack. Oh, that's not good either. That's a 10 to hit. Okay.
Sounding like corn missing all these hits, man.
Hey, I'll freaking... you're in DC. I'll find you. Doxed yourself, bud.
I'm moving next week. Good luck, everyone.
And I
the
know
hunt
where.
is on. I'm kidding.
That will be my turn.
All right. And your caller, again, is slowly dragging you back
Can
towards...
I have positioned myself to where it's dragging me, but I'm like directly in his path?
Like you'll knock him over?
Or hug him
And bring
on
him
my
with
next
us.
turn?
Come here, buddy.
If you had attempted grapple this turn, I would have allowed it, but alas, his turn will fall in between his next, so he's probably not just going to stand there and wait to get grappled.
Very well.
He does. If he
But
Boy can dream.
if he chooses that, then yes,
Okay, there's a chance. There's a chance. There's always a chance. There's
for sure, for sure.
always a chance.
All right.
Don't look at me like that.
Ooh, you see another is a swing and a miss at Oleg, and then it is your turn, Oleg.
Okay, well, if he swung at me, that means he's close enough for me to swing at him.
Let's go,
So-
Oleg. Let's go. Let's go, Oleg. Let's go.
Ooh, that's an 11 for the first one, which I think is the
Yep.
You can get it.
same as Ken.
Mm-hmm.
13. 13's not gonna hit either.
Meets it. Hide armor.
Oh, thank the heavens.
Let's go, Oleg. Let's go.
Okay, that's gonna be 7 points of saucy damage with my halberd,
All right.
and then I'm gonna hit him with the butt.
Hit him in the butt?
In the butt.
Potentially.
That's
24
Vic
to hit.
Bottom.
Depends on how the night's going.
Oh wait, wrong. Rolled to wrong math rock. That is going to be 8 points of damage with the butt. So the first one, I'm gonna like stab down into his foot with the spiky like spear end,
Ooh.
and then when he recoils from it, I'm gonna pivot and clock him in the face with the butt.
Lovely. And doing that earns you 20 points of lightning damage.
Wait a minute, that's too many lightning damages.
Sorry. I redid my math because I was like, is it too many? That was the right math.
Well, no, I mean I believe you. It just feels
No,
like
it
too
rolled
many.
it rolled a little spicier.
As I deleted a third of my health, it felt bad.
The collars turns out might still be a problem, you guys. Maybe. I don't know. Gael, you're up.
I think she's okay. Yeah, no, she sees that everybody's kind of being pulled back, right?
Yep. Quite obvious.
I think she's gonna save her spell slot. She's still inside the thingy.
Mm-hmm.
We can't make a run for it. There's no way.
You're
Or they
at,
will.
I'm gonna save this. I think she's gonna. Can she hold her action? That she gets like a word from any of the ones that are outside that like this is happening. She can cast something.
Sure.
Okay. She's gonna hold her action.
Sounds good. And Gael, that is end of round. And with that, we are moving up to the top of the initiative order. And when this happens, you see in a door opening flurry, you feel the vibration under your feet as the door slams open, and you see Alistair appearing in the doorway, enraged. His voice projects over the crowd almost magically, as it's kind of the same way it did in the stadium when he was kind of emceeing the event. What the fuck is going on in here? And he is looking at the guards. He's not looking at you guys. They was supposed to fight each other, but their collars is malfunctioning and they still have their magic. And you see annoyance cross his features. You can roll an insight check if you like.
17.
I got a 4.
11. Jeez.
16.
All right. I think, Ken, you are, the only one to notice.
Finally.
You're trying to grapple.
Fully hugging this guy.
Yep. The annoyance on his face reads like, you give them one fucking job. One fucking...
I fucking get that. Holy shit. I know this guy.
Yep, exactly. So at the mention that, like, these collars are broken, they have their magic now, Alistair's like, these fuckers. And again, the actor's facade, none of the rest of you saw it, only Ken. He puts it back into place. You think that you can just play with things that don't belong to you? Do you know who they belong to? They never should have brought out of their cage in the first place. Clean this mess up. He kind of indicates at the bodies, and the other guards kind of go about their business, dragging away the corpses of their comrades. The crowd is kind of upset, but none of them openly want to look upset at Alistair. And slowly your collars are dragging so that you are back in the cage. And his eyes dart around you guys. His jaw clenches for a moment, deciding if he needs to come talk to you or not. Is anyone trying to get his attention, or are we... Yeah, Anariel is. What are you doing, Anariel?
Are we still in initiative? Because if not, she's going to cast message.
Depends. Are you guys going to keep thrashing against your bonds, or are you guys out of initiative? That's up to you guys.
Yeah, if they're not trying to make us fight or actively kill us, then yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm just dragging this guy.
I'm just dragging this guy.
Bringing him back to the cage at this point.
Holding on him.
It's just dead quiet.
A trail of blood.
Jesus.
Honestly, a good idea, Rush. That was good.
Still, like, salt the wound a little bit before going back and be like, oi, sorry about your nose, bro.
Who's all injured right now?
Hi.
Me. Help.
I'm good.
Help.
I'm twitching every now and then.
Got a little eye twitch.
I think I'm fine.
She's gonna go and heal everybody. I'm just giving you guys first level though, because...
Oh, I got this.
He'll put his hands on himself.
No, I'm not gonna
Just you? Okay,
gonna
I'll
touch
go to
himself,
Ken
it's fine.
first. This one will be for Ken. Oh, okay, max that one out. 12 healing for Ken. And then over to El Frosto.
I'm
And
at half elf.
what?
Yeah, I took a lot of lightning damage.
Jesus.
That'll happen.
thought you guys skipped our turn.
Prayer
Shouldn't you
cross.
have more lightning damage?
Hey,
6 healing?
Mac.
Cool. Yeah, I'll take that.
Max, shut the fuck up.
It's done. Jesus.
Okay, so that message.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm just gonna make direct eye contact with him. I don't think message has a word count.
It does not.
You're probably in danger. Be careful. Patron talked to me, threatening you. Life happens. Be careful. And yeah.
As a response, you hear a chuckle from him. He's threatening me. And his previously annoyed face flashes with a moment of humor. For someone who has lived thousands of years in this terrible hellscape, something interesting perhaps is happening now. For the first time in a very long time for Alistair Strix. He once again kind of sweeps his eyes over the cage. You hear Anariel, since you were the one who spoke to him, in your mind, he sends you a message.
Is this first base?
I may be forced to change out your collars now. Depends if anyone outside this room hears about this incident.
To ones that stop our magic?
He gives a slight nod. As long as it doesn't leave this room. But it's a risk.
You let us take care of this room. I don't know. Oh, this is a message. Never
You're-
mind.
Yeah, this is a message.
You ain't
Yep.
here, homeboy.
Yep, my bad. My bad.
What are you doing in my head?
What are you doing? Ken?
Yeah.
Do what you have to do. I'll let them know.
Nods. And he goes to turn away and looks back. Sweet of you to warn me, dear. And then turns and walks out.
How many guards were left?
I believe that there are
Three and a half.
Yeah.
So
I know, 2.5. Well, yeah.
So there's 5 guards total.
Yep.
As
Killed
me and
2.
Oleg are getting back into the cage, I was looking at him like, you know what? Pretty good. Fuck the plan. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I
would've
feel
had
like
them.
we had them.
yeah,
There's-
I feel like. We were
I
right
mean, if
there.
it wasn't for the collar, which I'd try not to make a big show of it, but that fucking hurt.
Got some bad
Yeah.
news about that.
Huh?
Because of this little fuck the plan situation,
Mhm.
we might be putting on collars that stop our magic.
So we should double fuck the plan.
No! Do not double
There's
fuck
only
the plan.
3 guards. We kill those 3.
3 guards.
Ken, how are you
and a
gonna get
room
out?
full
We're in
of
the cage
people.
now.
We have a key.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna whip out the key and then they're gonna what?
They're
Electrocute
busy
us to death
cleaning
and
up
take
the
it back?
bodies.
Yeah, I mean, the one dude
Ken,
is.
the guards aren't the only one in the room. There's still other patrons. They
Did you
also
see
can
those
have
guys? They were
mouths.
loving this, okay? We promised them a better show than that as we leave and tell them to face the arena, all right? That'll buy us some time.
Yeah, and I mean, most of them are probably spectators, no fighters.
Right, Anariel, are you of any use without your without your magic? And I don't mean as in you're useless. I mean, can you actually help with anything? Because I am at a disadvantage without it.
I can do nothing without it.
Okay.
I am
So-
just a walking nothing.
So if we get new collars on, the plan falls apart completely.
I just got this cool remote.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. He pressed this button and I ran over there and I got it.
There are no buttons.
Or he pressed something.
Well,
Can
I
we
mean, should we
investigate?
call a
Someone
break?
smart look at it.
this remote.
So smart.
We
I
could
think
just
that's
hit it with
Gael.
something.
Oh gosh. Is it Gael? Gael's wise.
Gael, do it.
Gael, save us.
I'll give it a
Arcana.
attempt. I'll take a crack at it.
The rune guy got evil. He's not here to help on this one.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Let's put
I
it on
have
the
to
floor.
imagine Ken is our smartest.
Let's put it on the floor and let's all look at it.
What do I need to roll for this, Daddy, to see?
Roll an Arcana check for me.
Oh, I'm pretty
Oh, I have a good arcana.
good.
Yeah, 11.
That's what you wanted.
Gael passes it to somebody else.
I'll give it a
We're
shot.
just gonna keep around,
Yeah,
passing
You wanna-
around.
yeah, I'll give it a try.
You go first.
That's a 14.
Getting better, you guys.
14, you feel that there's a pulse of magic coming off of this thing.
That's a 17 plus 3 for a dirty 20.
Thank God. It has
Give me that.
magic.
Anariel,
You're getting somewhere, Ken.
Dirty 20, you're seeing that it is as you pick it up, it almost, you feel the pulse of magic that Ken felt, but you also feel that it almost like feels like it tethers in your hand for a second, like it syncs with you for a second.
Connected.
I'm gonna just push randomly on it and see if I electrocute somebody.
Oh my god!
Nothing happens.
Try
That's a good thing.
do you explain out
wasn't ready.
loud what happens?
Yeah. Let me
Right,
push some buttons. See if
Try
somebody...
just thinking that you're going to pull me in a direction.
And then she
Better than
stares
shocking
at him, and then thinks of him coming.
And he is
Walking
right
towards you.
And suddenly, with an uncontrollable
Breach is
urge-
tightening.
What's happening to me?
No!
No.
Climax at
Oh,
once.
guys.
Flip that. Flip that.
And then delete it.
As you envision Ken being pulled towards you, his collar activates and he begins
Ooh.
being dragged towards you.
Think about the
Guys,
colors
I think-
falling off.
Just needing new pants, absolutely.
Okay, guys, I think I can control this, but I can't just take off your collars, in the middle of rush hour.
No, but you can deactivate the magic dampening portion when we get new collars.
Yeah, if they
What
work
if
like
these
that.
are starting to these ones?
Well, try dampening my magic.
And then I'll think about his magic being gone.
Okay. I need you to make me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Ken's about to die. Jesus.
What's 18 plus 3? 21?
You only just figured it out. You have been able to very rapidly figure out a system that is unknown to you, and as you are running through in your mind, the kind of feeling the magic kind of working back and forth with the collar, you focus for a moment on Ken's collar, and you see again the pulsing red runes that would deactivate his magic.
Is it working?
I don't know. Try something.
I try to cast Find Familiar.
And nothing happens.
It's never worked before, so I actually don't know. I'd only just figured that spell out, so.
But she'll turn towards Gael and do it.
Oh no!
Sorry. Torn laugh.
Again,
my
you
bad.
see a red pulse of the runes that circle your collar.
Try something.
No!
What do you mean, no?
I don't want to be electrocuted.
No,
You're not gonna
Gael,
get
it doesn't
electrocuted.
electrocute when you try magic. It only if you Well, why does it electrocute?
Well, because you're hurting someone else that's on their team. I'm supposing
Yeah, I feel like they're like,
they're
Okay,
like
let me-
doing it themselves.
Electrocute
I
that guy.
I go to try to punch
What?
Anariel in the arm.
Unarmed strike.
Oh,
What in God's name?
We gotta know what these do.
You probably should be the
Oh
one
no, that's a
punching,
12.
sir. Meets it, beats it.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's the-
Kyle,
That's just 5 damage.
is Anario just like butt naked? Like,
Naro only has leather. That's it.
Did I get electrocuted?
Anariel, did you think about electrocuting him?
Yeah,
Fuck.
because that's what he wants.
No, it's not what I want. I wanted to know if it just happens or if you have to do it, like actively think about doing it.
Oh, okay. Then no, I don't.
Okay, then
Thank
no.
God.
I want to kill this guy.
I mean, we should probably.
No, nothing
How about-
happens.
How about thinking about? No, never mind. Because if the collar falls off, then we can't breathe.
Yeah.
So go ahead and turn our magic back on, please.
Turn on. Like a garage door opener.
Okay.
Garage door to the weave. It's fine.
All right. So
Ooh.
even if we get new collars, it doesn't matter as long as we hide that remote.
Yeah.
That works.
Ever heard of a prison wallet? I'm sorry.
Oh no.
This is my prison pocketbook. Leave me alone.
Nope. Somehow worse. Don't know why. Because taxes?
Taxes?
Taxes in prison?
Is your pocketbook? You know, it's where you keep your money?
Yeah.
Close enough.
So as you are figuring this out, Alistair is speaking somewhere with one of the guards. The guard is gesturing at your collars, and you can see Alistair is kind of trying to convince him otherwise, kind of trying to like wave it down. But unfortunately, fresh collars have already, you see, been brought in by another one of a set of imps carrying in fresh collars and delivering them. They are, you can see, almost have like cattle prods. They all have their own little remotes. They're kind of nodding at you to put on the fresh collars.
Kinky. Anaria will do it.
All right, rest of you.
Yeah. Ken will do
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as for a moment, the collars are thick, so for a moment it's almost uncomfortable having a double stack of collars. As soon as all of them are on, the bottom ones click off, and with a wave over the remote, the old collars move of their own volition, pulled out of the cell collected by the imp, who walks them away, thinking that it was some issue with your collars. As
These
this
days.
happened.
It's the technology these days, always messing up somewhere.
The crowd has gone back to milling about. You see Dash has made it back into the room, and the party continues. And slowly, little by little, the crowd begins to dwindle. People begin leaving. People begin going to their rooms. Some people have passed out on the bar, and very few people are beginning to remain in the region, in this lounge. You don't see Alistair there anymore, and it looks like Dash is probably packing up for the evening.
Game time?
Is Dash still there?
Yeah, she's just kind of finishing up, and you can tell she's kind of just like stretching, kind of tired.
Can Gaia like get her attention like without getting like her attention?
Sure. What are you gonna do?
Just try to catch her eye so that they can have I don't know, like a
She doesn't see you.
It can try.
Ken can certainly try.
Jesus.
Oh, Ken, she sees you. The dice tell the story. She's been kind of glancing over her shoulder at you the whole time, the whole night. So when she glances over her shoulder one last time and sees you looking, she was looking kind of tired before, but you can see she kind of sits up a little straighter, kind of throws her shoulders back a little, and walks over.
Ken's hair is sticking up on end still from all the electricity from before. He's fully just staticky. And so there's not a lot of people in this room now, just her and...
Yeah, there's very few stragglers who are very drunk right now. There's, I would say probably 3 people who are in a kind of a drunken, friendly argument. And then there's 2 people passed out on the bar and the bartender.
Perfect. Hi.
Hello.
Your performance today, what I was able to catch of it before the, whole incident happened was, and he'll look at Gael, was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, go on. What else was it?
Electrifying.
Ooh, electrifying. Very exciting words. I'm thankful for your compliments. Glad you liked the show. Your little show was a little scarier, though.
Yeah. We thought the plan had gone, as Oleg says, tits up, which is not about birds, as it turns out.
No, it's not about birds, I don't think. Do they have
No.
tits?
There's a bird called a tit.
Oh. Does it have tits?
I'm not gonna lie to you, Dash. I do not know a lot about birds.
Neither do I. Look at us.
Two
So many
birds in a...
shared interests, disinterests.
Yes, exactly. Of course. Just so many interests and disinterests, but obviously interest in you.
Oh?
Hey, so any chance you could distract the bartender for us? Like get him out of the room, perhaps? I'm not too worried about the drunkards, but we're thinking about starting the plan.
The plan. Yes, I could probably get him out of here. And she glances at you and looks at Oleg. I have no word on your brother yet. I've been looking.
Oh, I appreciate that.
It is a very big place, many people.
Yeah, I mean, normally his like size and he would stick out, but I feel like here it's kind of sort of blends in.
Oleg did say that he might be sitting on the lap of the owner here, feeding him grapes. So.
Yeah.
Oh, that does not end well for the people who do that. I've seen it before.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, that's like best case scenario then.
Mm-hmm. That's
It's
2
true,
birds,
but
1 stone.
if he looks like you, I don't think that is Raktos' usual type. Although I have seen stranger things happen, so.
Perfect. So yes, distraction if possible, so that we can start our meandering about the place. That would be amazing. Obviously, don't get yourself into a situation in which you're going to be in danger. Although I trust that you'll be able to sort yourself out if in danger. You look very competent.
She gives you a flex, and you can see she is like kind of the classic acrobat of like she is muscled, but like it's a very like lithe body. Like this is not a fighter, but she gives you kind of a mocking flex. You shall see, I am very mighty.
I look forward to seeing that. But yes,
Happy twitchy tail behind her.
love the tail. Okay, perfect.
Try very hard not to die.
Yeah, of course. Part of the plan right now. I will. I'll grab that second gate scroll as well, and
She gives you just a big smile, and blows you a little kiss through the bars.
I don't know how to respond to that. And he'll turn around and go over to Oleg. Just
I mean, you did. It was better.
oh, good. Finn gave me some
Yeah.
advice, and then Gael talked to me. So
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it was less hard to look at
perfect.
the other
Good.
time.
You can see that Dash is now making her way kind of around your cage, and is going to. The bartender was cleaning up some glasses and some bottles, and now was kind of back in the area near you guys. And she kind of walks up to him and leans on the bar, hands propped up under her chin as she's kind of chatting with him, and you can see her tail like kind of swishes around and like caresses his cheek a little bit. She gives him a wink and she walks out of the room. It's only a few minutes before you can see the battle on his face of if he should finish the job he's doing or see what she's about. And he after a few minutes he decides to go see what she's about.
Oleg, we're adding one more person to our list of if there's a chance we take them out.
Is
Just say the word, brother. He's dead.
You're a good friend. You're a really good friend. All right. Everyone ready? Anario, can you take care of the business?
And she'll grab it out, look around, and then think everybody's collars off.
No.
Or not off. Magic off. Magic off. Magic off. Y'all forgot y'all have to breathe. I forgot y'all have to breathe.
Golly.
All right, your magic once again you feel flowing through your bodies. Plan.
Did long enough go by that we could have short rested again?
Yeah. Yep, short rest is fine.
Oh,
Ooh,
perfect.
Good.
Get some hit points back.
no bit.
Get points.
Ooh, that's good. Ooh, heck yeah. Okay. All right.
Do we still have those 10 temp ones from Oleg last time? I still have them on my sheet. That's why
I don't think so.
they go away.
Not until they're gone, I believe.
Okay, so I'll leave some.
Oh, let me double check. I think that they're just gone, or they're just here
They
until.
just exist until they don't.
Yeah, it doesn't say as I'm reading it. I said
Oh,
as
mine
I'm
might be
reading
gone.
it before I was even there. So, each creature gains 10 hit points once per short rest. Oh, so each short rest is they're gone now. But you never know. I could feel speech flowing through me at any minute.
It's
Any
true.
minute.
Give them a reason to
Even at the
monologue.
most inopportune times.
Yeah.
Yep, correct. All right. Your magic is once again flowing through your body.
We'll take out the key and silently unlock the door, keeping an eye on the drunkards.
Sleight of hand if you're doing it silently.
Oh.
Emboldened bond to Oleg, Ken, and Rush.
I get to add what to my roll?
It's
Or
like
the-
right? It's like
It's
a
a
D4.
D4.
That's a 15 then.
All right. And they are drunk, so they don't notice that the heated argument continues.
Perfect.
All right. As you sneak out, steps of freedom on your journey. That is where we will leave you for the next we won't see you for like 2 weeks. 3
I
weeks.
know.
Oh my gosh.
It's a good spot to leave off.
Damn you, Mac.
Yeah. Fighting your way out of hell.
bad,
Let's
guys.
see if you
My
guys can
bad.
do it.
Hashtag fuck Torin.
Hashtag fuck
Yeah, no kidding. Torin once again strikes from beyond the grave.
All right.
Because he's dead to us.
Correct.
No, he's not dead to me.
I haven't given up on you.
Neither have
All right,
I.
good session, y'all. Woo.